Hey GP, sorry, I just thought that they were about to start because Law and Crime had it up, and I was like, oh my god, they had it down to 2 minutes. So I was like, I gotta go check this out, but I don't think so. I think it's gonna be on Judge Boyce's page, so I'm hoping I could just get it from there. But it's supposed to be. I mean, I think they're probably gonna come to a conclusion today. I would guess since it's the weekend, and I feel like juries aren't gonna. Not that I say that they shouldn't, but I feel like with it being a holiday and it being the weekend, that they're gonna want to uh have an answer. Wait, hold on. Is it actually? Hold on. Let me see something really quick, and then I'll come on. I'll put my video on in 1 minute. I just want to make sure I don't miss it and stuff. Hold on. I got lawn crimes. Let me go put up. Hold on, guys. I'll say hi to you guys in 1 minute. What's up, guys? I was hoping actually we would have time that I could go over some of my old files and recordings and stuff because I covered this case so in depth when it happened that I feel like I have like so much stuff that I was wanting to share with you guys, like reshare, but I was so busy with the Letitia case and trial that it's like 3 freaking huge cases are going on at the same time. I mean, trials. You had the West Boy, have the West Boys, you have Vallow, and then you had Letitia, and it was just so hard to, keep up with all of them. So I guess, okay, law and crime that it wasn't on. Let me just pull up Judge Boyce's just to make sure. I even went on like the Idaho webpage for hearings, and it's not coming up. So worst comes to worst, I could either do a law and crime or East Idaho News, but like I said, I should be able to. I'm thinking Stephen Boyce was the judge, right? I'm thinking he usually, for all the other hearings, he usually puts it up on his page. So I'm thinking I could get it directly from his page, but I'll have to wait till it actually happens. So I might have to like put law and crime on until I get his page up because it's usually like right in the moment he does it. But anyway, okay, so let's go over some things. It doesn't look like it's on yet. It's 1 p.m. So there it's actually what 11 because I think they're 2 hour. Are they 2 hours behind on Eastern time? Help me out, guys. Um, I'm pretty sure. Oh wait, live stream directory. Hold on a second. Just give me 1 minute. I want to see Boyce. Here we go. District watch. Okay. Oh, it brings me right to his webpage. Okay, so it's gotta be when you even go to the live stream directory on Idaho and then you go to Boyce, it takes you right to the same page I was on. Okay, I think we're good. It is Judge Boyce, right? I haven't got to hear any of the trial because I listened to all of the preliminary, Chad Daybell's preliminary, and so I chose because they had so much in that. It was so in depth, that preliminary for Chad Daybell, that I chose to watch a different trial, Letitia's, because I thought, well, I already knew pretty much all of the, the stuff in the Vallow case, which I did. There was a few new things that I hadn't seen, which let's go over one of them now. Did you guys see the where she gets served the papers sitting in the freaking by the pool by Chad? Hey, Gilly. Um, or did most of you guys already see that? Maybe we should watch something that they didn't recently play. Hold on. Okay, let's see here. I meant to have this all ready last night, but I ended up doing a live last night. Okay, so I was gonna play. Oh, let me say hi to a couple people, then I'll ask what you guys want to watch while we're waiting. Hey, Anaphylaxis. Hey, Pink. So it is Boyce. Yes. Okay. So I have his page up. I think you hear Zeke barking. Hold on, I'll turn on my video. I'm like in what I woke up in. I just basically woke up. I had to go run somewhere real quick, so I just like woke up and this is where I'm at. All right, hold on 1 second. I'm trying to put up. Why isn't that coming up? Hold on 1 second. I just want to get everything ready and then I'll put on the camera and then we will watch some interesting things. I'll let you guys decide what you want to watch. Because I have so many files, guys. There's got to be some things that you guys haven't seen yet that we could watch, right? All right, let me pull this up. Hold on. Hold on, I'm just trying to pull. His is up. Okay. Share screen. There we go. Okay, so I have his shared, just so I have that ready, just in case it comes on. I can see it. Okay. All right. Hey guys. uh, um. Okay. So let me see. Voice. Yes, so I have that. Let me actually share something really quick, guys. I actually forgot. That's why I'm not. I woke up, I went to my thing, and then I forgot because I wanted to do this, and I'm like, "Oh my god, is it over?" I messaged Diana, right, the one girl that helps me out a lot. I was like, Did it already happen? Did I miss it?" And then I looked at the time, and then I remembered they were 2 I thought that they were 2 hours behind, which I think I'm right. Like, "Oh my god, I can't believe I totally spaced out for a minute." Okay. 'Cause this was a huge case, like, I have almost probably about almost 200 videos on this case, like, I was so into this case, and it's like, there's so much to it, it's crazy, all the stuff, and I know everybody here, I'm sure you guys have been following it, so you know exactly what I'm talking about. Okay, so let me go back through some of my old files. So actually was have you guys heard first of all, did you guys see the one where she gets served by the pool? That one's one of the newer ones, so I feel like most people have seen it. Have you or not? 'Cause we could watch that. That's a new one, but it's out there a bunch, so I think most people probably seen it. Um, okay, let me bring up my playlist and I'll see which ones you guys wanna watch. What about have you guys seen the one have you guys heard that podcast where, Lori it's when Lori's talking and supposedly it sounds like that maybe JJ's in the background? How many of you guys have heard that one? I was gonna re-upload that one because it's kind of a rarer one, but if you guys have been following it from the beginning, you probably heard it, but I don't know, maybe not. Hey, Sad Soul! Oh my god, yay! Wow, it's been forever. Hey, Chopper. Hey, Deisha. Tracy. We got Anaphylaxis. Wise old lady. Ellie in the house. Mary Ann. Wait, Ellie, you think she's crazy as in like criminally insane crazy or just crazy? She is I mean, she's crazy like Letitia's crazy, not like where the definition of like criminal like legally insane, I should say, because that the tricky thing is that they can't know right from wrong. No, that's bullcrap because she knew she did something wrong. That's why she kept lying as far as Lori. That's why she kept lying and saying the kids are fine. People that have like that are insane, like the judge and Letitia's explained it. Like they are so surprised. Well, that's DID, I guess. Um, but well, no, insanity too, because when you're insane, it's like if you have like temporary insanity, like it's like it's almost like a different it's not a different personality, but it kinda is because you're just I don't know how to explain it, but, like, you don't know in the moment, supposedly, what you did was wrong, so, like, you wouldn't try to cover it up. Remember the one popular case, she drowned her kids in the bathtub, she didn't try to cover it up, she got it. She was one of the first I think one of the first cases that won it on insanity defense. And but she didn't try to hide it because she was insane. She didn't think she did anything wrong. She came out and said, like, I think that God or somebody told her to do it, and she thought it was what she was supposed to do. Do you guys remember that? What is her name? It's like a really popular case. But when you're like that, like you won't try to cover it up. And how Lori kept saying, "Oh, my kids are fine." She basically was trying to lie and say they're fine because she knew what she did was wrong. Like, you know what I'm saying? So there's no way she would fit that. Yeah, she's crazy. She's definitely doesn't think like a healthy, normal person. 100%. Um, but as far as knowing wrong and I know you didn't mean that, but I was just wanted to so, no, I don't think I forget who said that. I don't think you're crazy for thinking she's crazy because she is crazy. But Susan Smith, thank you. That's who I was thinking of, Susan Smith. Yeah, so Susan Smith, she was, like, one of the famous, like, defense cases or insanity cases, and she won. and, but she didn't try to, like, hide it, you know what I'm saying? Like, she didn't know. She thought what she did, she was supposed to do. Like, I think she said the voices told her to do it, or God or whatever, like the higher power or whatever. So she literally thought she was fine because that's what, if you really are insane, that's what you're gonna think. I mean, if you don't even know you did anything bad, you know? Andrea Yates, that's another one. Yeah. I think I was thinking of which one am I thinking of then? Hold on. Which one was the bathtub one? Where she drowned her it was a few kids and she drowned them. Which now I'm thinking, was it Susan Smith or Andrea Yates? Hold on. I think both of them got uh didn't they both win for insanity? Well, Susan Smith did drown her kids, but let me see if maybe Andrea Yates has the same story. I don't know. Oh, let me just make sure because I don't want to give the wrong information. Um, I think I was. Why do I think by looking at him, I feel like okay. I think the person I was thinking of is Andrea Yates. I feel like because when I see the pictures, I feel like that's the person in my head that I was thinking of. Am I right? Is she the one that said that God or somehow higher power told her to do it? I think for some reason, why do I think it is Andrea Yates who I was thinking of? I don't know. One of them is the one I'm specifically talking about. Back then, like, I wasn't following true crime real close like I am now. Because what year was it? I was probably not even hold on, what year was that? Oh, I guess it wasn't that long ago, but I wasn't to like, that's when after I just graduated college, um, I wasn't, like I was into true crime, but I wasn't, like, doing like, I was in specific, like I studied a lot of serial killers, me and my sister used to, like but, yeah, so I didn't have my channel, so I didn't get to cover a lot of in-depth cases. Like, I was very limited 'cause I was right in college. Yeah, I graduated in 2000, so that went right to college. Anyway, alright, so let's see. I'm gonna bring up my playlist real quick and see what we could watch. Oh, so it was Andrea Yates, sorry. Sorry, that's what I was saying, I wanna be right. One of them was, like, one of the it was, like, a popular it was, like, one of the famous, like, insanity defenses that they always quote when they talk about it. Like, when I did that video on it, that whoever I'm talking about came up a lot when I did the criminal insanity compared to, uh, clinical insanity. The person I'm talking about always came up in the documentation. That's why. So, yeah, it has to be Andrea Yates. So, Susan Smith didn't claim insanity. Okay. I'm glad we're looking that up because I don't know why I was picturing Andrea Yates, but thinking the name Susan Smith for some reason. Yeah, with psychosis. Anyway, all right, so let's talk about the Lori. So, how many of you guys have been watching this case, the Lori, the trial? I mean, because I've missed a lot. All right, let me bring up, but I know the case really well because I've followed it from the beginning. Let me bring up, do you guys want to watch that where she gets served by the pool? Let's watch it again just for the heck of it. Let's see here. Hold on, I'm gonna find it. I'll do it from East Idaho News. Here it is. Okay, hold on. Let me share my screen. We'll watch this real quick. Did you guys see that? Did you hear that podcast? Or what about um Zulema? I have the one Zulema's podcast, and then I have that a part of the Lori's. I'm just trying to think of like maybe some things that might be a little bit more rare that maybe people didn't see that we could watch. It's up to you. But here, we're gonna watch this this real quick first while we're deciding. And East Idaho News, they're the channel to follow for this case. I'm telling you, that's who I followed them, and I followed Justin Lum. I followed his like posts and documents, but I followed like more of East Idaho News videos.
How's it going? Are you Captain Lord? This is Vallow, sir.
Do you have any questions regarding that?
So it is 14:39 hours on January 25th.
You need something?
Any questions?
You have any questions for that? No?
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Have a nice day.
Have a nice day.
And then you guys probably remember how after that, the one that we did see is when they're walking in that, like, they're walking down the street and then into their car, and then Nate comes up and like questions Lori. I should find that, but that's the clip that Dr. Phil claimed me on because I had used it. He covered it after I covered it. So I had a video like way before he even covered the case, and then he covered it and played that clip on his channel, on his TV show or whatever. And then he claimed my video for it when mine was out before his. So I'm actually afraid to play it. Gosh, like, I mean, back then I was like new to YouTube, so I didn't fight it. But I don't know. I guess I couldn't because I mean, that was definitely not his. But I'm kind of afraid. I don't feel like dealing with that because he'll probably claim it again. But I'm sure most of you guys have seen that, right? All right, hold on. Let me bring up my playlist now, finally. And then we'll just like look through it and you guys can see what you want to watch. I have so much. I haven't listened to some of it in a while. I didn't even add like my most recent one, so I have 176 in there right now. Hold on, let me share it. So, let's see. I have, hey Miss Stacy, hey Jacob. V Slims, what's up? I'm glad you made it back. Yay. Yeah, it's so crazy. So I'm a little bit afraid to play those clips, but oh well. It's like one of the most popular ones, so I'm sure most of you guys have seen it. All right, so let's watch. Hold on, I want to find that one that I think we should with the podcast because I feel like that's kind of interesting. Hold on. Chad Daybell, police body cam when Alec Noe. That one's interesting. Hold on one second. Have you guys seen the Alex Cox stand up? There's a few. I have a couple clips from 2 different stand-ups, so it's kinda interesting. He talks about, Joseph Ryan, which is kinda interesting about how he went to jail for what he did to him and stuff. But hold on, I'm looking for that one, podcast real quick. Hold on. Here's the Zulema podcast, but that one's pretty long. Hold on 1 second. I know, sorry that summary. Come on, where's it at? I have so many. Look, I'm trying to find it. I'm sorry. I thought it would be easier to find. If not, you know what? I just downloaded it because I was gonna re-upload it. So if not, I'll just go to might be easier to find it in my files than this. Dang. Um, have you guys heard the Summer Cox interview? That's kind of interesting with Robert Wood. That's definitely one. Wheel of Fortune. But we could watch all those after. I just want to find that one first. Well, here, while I'm looking for, well, that's not gonna work. Hold on a second. That's what I'm gonna have to do. I'm just gonna have to share my file. I'm sorry, guys. I couldn't find it. I have it. Like I said, I downloaded it because I was gonna play it. Oh, here we go. Okay.
Yay, JJ! Yay, you're doing it!
I always put like little clips in some of my videos, but this is what she's. How
Hold
cute
on.
is he?
Hold on.
On there. Now hold on with your hands. That way you can stay on.
Oh, hold on. This is my video. Let me fast forward it. I had a silly little intro here.
Before she kills a talking and
Oh, hold on. Let me see. Let me play what I
she
said
kills
because
her
I want to
daughter.
see what
This
date
is
it is.
ridiculous. And there's a part of it.
Let me see if I say at the beginning what the date is.
Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I'm gonna play you a quick clip of, well, it's like almost 6 minutes of that podcast that Lori and Melanie are on. The date says September 7th, 2019. So I'm pretty sure that's when they recorded it, which would have been 2 days before she killed Ty Lee. She's on a podcast. I mean, just listen to her. Listen to what she's saying. And 2 days later, she kills her daughter. I mean, this is ridiculous. And there's a part of it that you could hear what I believe is JJ talking in the background. First of all, I want to give a shout out to Jenny Macaluso. She's the one that pointed this out to me, actually. Thanks, because I didn't even notice it the first time. I mean, I listened to this months ago and then again, like maybe more recently, and I never even noticed JJ in the background, but she pointed that out to me, and I think it is. So it was September 5th when Lori withdrew JJ from Life Academy. So that would have been 2 days before this podcast. So he would have been home no matter what time it was. You know, he wasn't at school. I don't know who he's talking to in the background. Maybe a friend. Could be Ty Lee that he's talking to. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. They're doing a podcast, which since this is on September 7th,
Okay.
yes.
All right. Let me fast forward it. Here we go.
I'll timestamp it in the description where you could hear him. And also I wanted to point out how she talks about her ex-husband. Listen to what she says. I'm thinking she's probably talking about Charles because this was after that whole drama and she has her brother shoot him. I mean, come on. And all the claims that she made about him. I think it's kind of interesting that she brings him up on this podcast. But I'm only going to play you like 5.5 minutes of it where Lori talks most of the time. Okay, so here it is.
If I can be more perfect, then that causes him less suffering. Don't you think that? Like, did you think that when you were younger? Like, I could be more perfect, and then if I do everything perfectly, then it's like Jesus has a little bit less pain. And I don't want to be the one to cause him pain.
No, it's not how it works.
But that isn't how it works.
And I didn't know that until I started figuring it out through the Spirit. And one of the clues is like, how would I know? Because I remember when I was in pain, suffering before my experience, I remember going, well, what does this mean when King Benjamin says this in chapter 4 and verse 10 and 11? But I'm going to start in 11 actually this time, because we already talked about repenting and forsaking our sins. But he said, as you have come to the knowledge of the glory of God, that you have known of his goodness and have tasted of his love and have received a remission of your sins, which causeth, and here's the qualifier here, such exceedingly great joys in your souls. And that's when I said to myself, you don't have joy. You haven't repented, Melanie, because you're not having this joy. That was a huge clue for me.
Right, because
I couldn't figure it out.
but you were literally miserable.
I was.
So what is the opposite of joy? Is it misery? Is it misery? Like, I hate my life. This isn't going right. What am I doing here? This has all gone awry. That's how I felt in my life. Like, this life has gone awry. Like, this is not happening. This is out of control, and I can't handle this, and this is not how it was supposed to go, and this is not what I signed up for. Like, I was thinking all those things and not being accountable, like you were saying, like not taking responsibility. Like, you know what? I made this choice, and this was actually a consequence of this, but it was part of what I designed before I came to this life, so that I could learn those kinds of valuable lessons. So I tend to be now more like when something goes wrong, because things still go wrong, right? And I tend to be like, what do I need to learn from this? What's this experience about? What do I need to learn from this so that I can overcome it quicker instead of taking 10 years, like, of being miserable, and have joy? How can I learn from this so that I can move on and have joy all the time?
What you're learning is to trust in your journey. That's what I felt, is you started to trust. And I orchestrated this because before we were like, why does our life stink so badly? We must have done something really bad. Like, what is going on here? But then, now that we have more light and understanding, we're thinking, oh, that was perfect. This is perfectly what I needed.
Right, because you can look
I'm
back.
trusting that.
I can even look back at my ex-husband and think of all the misery like that he caused in my mind at the time, which I still have to say his point was to cause misery, but his job was to cause me misery. But I could have had joy that whole time. But I look back on it now and think that was exactly what I needed. It was exactly what I needed, because I needed to learn a lot of valuable lessons out of that. And when you are miserable, and you don't understand it, like we tend to blame God, right? Like, why did you do this to me? Why did you put me here? This is a horrible situation. And whether we put ourselves in that situation or not, the answer is the same. He's like, you designed this. You chose these challenges. You chose these trials because you know what you needed to become successful. And you know what you needed to overcome in this life so that you can move on and have eternal progression.
Exactly. And he wants us to learn that you can do this with me. And then he wants us, I like what you said, to feel successful, because anytime we're obedient, we feel so happy. There's something happy.
Joy does come from obedience.
There is
joy. There is joy in obedience. And I love that about Heavenly Father. I think, you grow up as a member of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, and you think it's so restrictive, right? You think your life, especially as a teenager, right? You think your life is so restrictive. You can't do this, and you can't do that, and you can't do this. But you learn over time that through that obedience comes that joy, because then you're not hard on yourself. And it's not even you. It's the dark ones who are telling you, oh, you messed that up. It's over for you. You're done. You're done. I told that to the 16-year-olds I was teaching, and I said, raise your hand if you feel like you've done something so wrong that it's over and you're done. And they all raised their hand. And there was like 22 of them. And they all raised their hand that they felt like at 16, they had already done something that's so wrong that they're done. And I explained to them the atonement and what it really meant, and what that he's paid for everything you've ever done or everything you're gonna do, and that all he wants you to do is say you're sorry and do better the next day and move on, because those are experiences that you're having. And these kids did not understand that concept, and they were, the perfectionism that we put on our kids today is really bad.
Absolutely.
It's hard for them. And so we thought it was restrictive, but really, if you are obedient to those commandments and you're able to be obedient to those commandments, then you feel more joy, and then the adversary cannot use those little things against you.
Okay, so I want to discuss two more things. Actually, things I have talked about in my previous videos, but like I said, I'm trying to bring out some of these things that I've already went over, like way back, that a lot of people haven't seen, that have been asking me about. So I'm going to talk about a couple things. And then I realized as I'm doing these videos, most of my other videos, I was like in front of the camera, and I haven't been in front of the camera in
I don't know what else I talk about in this. Oh, this is preparing a people. Let's see.
weeks, and left the garage door open for the entire time. It's a good job we are a quiet, law-abiding community, because he had a lot of stuff in there and none of it got stolen. When he returned to the home, which is now empty and up for rent, he moved everything out of the garage so he could fit his truck in. I think he just wanted to get straight into the house without having to see any of his neighbors, said Self. Okay, so I wanted
Oh,
to...
that was about Alex. How Alex was like that. That's right. Actually, this might be the part where, hold on a second.
They were married. I mean, I don't understand.
Honestly.
Did he or didn't he know they were married? And if he did, why wouldn't he say that to the 911 operator? And if he didn't, he told Dale at that time. In the year 2019. So let's not forget, January 22nd is when Chad allegedly wrote Lori that email about Charles being basically overtaken by this Nick or Ned Schneider, that it wasn't really Charles in his body.
Okay, sorry. Let me just skip through some of this.
Going to that Preparing a People event on February 16th. At least Charles thought she was going there, because he's trying to serve her with the divorce papers, remember? He's trying to track her down. Charles thinks that Lori changed her plans because she was on to him that he was trying to serve her with the divorce papers, and she didn't want that because she wanted that life insurance money, because she had a goal in her mind to kill Charles and get that life insurance money. She knows the minute they get a divorce, she's not going to be the beneficiary. So anyway, she avoids the servers, she avoids getting the papers for the divorce. I don't know if she went to that conference or not, but that was Chad's last conference that he spoke at. So Chad was at that February 16th Preparing a People conference in Boise, Idaho. And here's a statement put out by the Preparing a People. Okay, so I'm going to read you the statement real quick. Statement on recent news events. This is the statement they put out on December 26, 2019. We are a small multimedia company, Color by Media, that has provided services to a variety of clients for about 7 years. Preparing a People was a series of lecture events focusing on self-reliance and personal preparation. These provided several LDS speakers and authors an educational forum. Associated with these events were podcasts, videos, and websites used to advertise and distribute some of their content. Chad Daybell was an author and began publishing books over 20 years ago under the name of Spring Creek Book Company. He spoke at some of the Preparing a People events, but had no ownership in it, nor was he a founder. Mr. Daybell was simply one of many speakers at the events. His last speaking engagement was back in February of 2019 in Boise, Idaho. Like all of our speakers, we help promote the events by interviewing and podcasting interviews with our speakers, including but in no way exclusively to Mr. Daybell. The majority of our work in 2019 has been contract video editing, working for other companies. This has nothing to do with Mr. Daybell. We decided in early spring of 2019 to close out our Preparing a People commitments and moved back to Utah from Rexburg, Idaho, to work with clients based in the Utah area, which has always been the bulk of our work. None of this had anything to do with Mr. Daybell. I'm not sure if Lori did go to that conference, but as far as...
Okay, sorry guys. I'm trying to find some other videos I want to play. That's why I kept let that play through, so I could find something else, some other interesting things here. I have so much. I'm just trying to weed through and find like some good stuff that you guys might be interested in. Hold on one second. What about, hold on, I'll play this real quick while. Let's do this one. Well, I'm gonna wait to do the audio until this is over. I think this was around Halloween or something. I think that's why I had that intro for a while. I think it was around Halloween time when I was uploading it, but okay.
Guys, welcome to my channel. So, new news. Guess what is going on finally? Well, not finally because they have searched his place before, but the police and FBI were at Chad Daybell's house searching. So it looked like that they had tents up in his backyard and they were searching his backyard. Actually, Nick Eaton from East Idaho News did like a flyover in a helicopter and filmed it. So that's what we're watching right here. So I'm going to read you the article here from East Idaho News. He said he isn't sure yet what they were searching for, but that he will keep us updated and he's going to do a report later. He said the FBI is kind of being tight-lipped on why they're searching Chad's place. Why are they out in his yard searching? Why do they have tents out? So not sure, but they have a search warrant and they are there as we speak. This is the second time though, because remember back in January, they did search his place before. They took a bunch of items out of his place. So they have searched his house before. But let me read you this article by East Idaho News while you guys could watch the flyby. So this is over Chad's property and you'll see the tents in his yard. But anyway, here's the article. It says numerous police officers are serving a search warrant at Chad Daybell's Fremont County home. Fremont County Sheriff deputies, Rexburg police officers, and the FBI arrived at the house on the 200 block of 1900 East around 7 a.m. The warrant from the Rexburg Police Department is sealed, so it is unknown what information officers are trying to obtain. Numerous roads around the home are closed and drivers are being rerouted. The media is being asked to remain in a staging area. Nobody has been taken into custody, and police tell EastIdahoNews.com they will be on the scene for hours. FBI spokeswoman Sandra Barker confirms the agency's evidence response team is assisting Madison County with the execution of a search warrant. This is the second major search performed at the Daybell home. Law enforcement removed 43 items from the house during a multi-agency raid January 3rd. Yep, that's the one I was talking about. They removed 43 items. So, okay, let me finish this article. Officers searched a shed and used metal detectors, probes, and rakes to go over several portions of the yard. So it says EastIdahoNews.com reporter Eric Grossarth is at the scene, and we will post updates as we learn more. Okay, guys, so I recorded the first half of the video before I decided to go live. So, as you know, all the people that were on the live, we found out that there was human remains found. So my live cut off before the press conference, and it was confirmed, but they did confirm that human remains were found on Chad Daybell's property. So I'm going to include the part of the press conference where they say that. I want to read you a couple parts from a couple different articles first. Sorry for those of you that
Okay,
were
I'm
on
going
my
to skip
live
through
already
some of this,
know
guys.
this information.
I think I
but
have the
there's some
part
people
where
that didn't miss property. They got a warrant. They were
I
digging on his
found some videos I want to play, but here is so somebody was driving by. I don't know if you guys remember this. So somebody happened to be driving by when they were arresting Chad, and they got it on camera. So it's really quick because they're actually driving by. So I remember I slowed it down and stuff to try to see, but here it is. Watch. Oh, I'm going to play that for you right now. So remember, they were searching his property, then he left in the car. And do you remember, it just so happened he talked to Lori too. And you know what, guys? When I re-uploaded that with subtitles, I forgot I had an updated one, and actually I have an updated one that I updated from their
Okay, so I'm going to read
subtitles
you a
talking
quick
to each
bit
other.
of
Oh, it's
another
very-
article about.
And we figured out a lot of what they said. So because people helped me in chat when I first uploaded it, and I was so mad after I re-uploaded it with like it wasn't the updated one. So we should go over that too because it's quick and everybody helped me out, and you'll see how I think we got it down on what they said in their conversation that day when he was sitting in his driveway watching them search the yard. He's talking to Lori. Lori's in jail. He's talking to her. But actually, I have to find that video real quick. So until then, I have a couple videos. You guys pick. So we could either watch. Actually, I know which one I want to watch. Let's watch. Where'd it go? Wait, I swear I just shared it. I was gonna watch this one here. Hold on. Let me stop this. Let me reshare that just so I don't miss that. Okay, so let's watch. While I'm looking for the other one, let's watch Alex Cox's 2 stand-ups. Have you guys seen that? Well, you're about to see it now. All right. But I am going to skip to where it starts. All right. And then I'll look for that one that I was talking about. Have not already heard this or not familiar with this. He's actually. So wait, I want to show you here. Hold on. Who everybody is. I don't know if you guys. So this is, look how different they look. So this is Adam Cox. Here's Alex. Look how different he looks. And this is Melanie's. I'll have it listed. Melanie's dad. So I don't know if you remember Stacy, Melanie Pawlowski. So Stacy, which is Lori's sister, has a daughter, Melanie. I'm sure you guys are aware of the niece, Melanie's niece. But I did a video on that. We should watch that sometime too. Basically about how, because Stacy died, right? And they think, a lot of people think Alex may be involved in that because Alex used her credit card after she died. It was just really weird. People think maybe because she was on insulin. So there's a lot of theories of that he maybe like gave her too much insulin. I don't know. But so she died. And then it came out how she was with Melanie, like growing up. And she was like crazy. Like Lori's sister was pretty crazy as a mother. So I have a video about that too, which is kind of interesting. But Melanie's dad is still alive. I feel like he's came out. What did he say? Because there's some court documents that I've read where, because it's between him and like how he's trying to get custody of Melanie because that's where you learn about what Stacy like, because he's trying to tell him like how kind of crazy she is as a mother for Melanie. It almost sounds like she's like OCD in a way. Like from some of the symptoms, it sounds like she might be suffering from OCD and other things, but OCD might be one of them. Okay, so let's watch this and then I'll try to find that other one. That updated version, because I almost want to take my re-uploaded that down since there's wrong information in it, but I never claimed it was right. Because it's hard to hear. I was just trying to figure out what they said. But okay, so here we go. For those of you that have not already heard this or not familiar with this, he's actually remember that as Joseph Ryan and what he did to Joseph Ryan. So just remember that as you're listening to it. And Joseph Ryan is one of Lori Vallow's ex-husbands.
Great. How you guys doing? Nice. You guys look good. Maybe wish I was straight. My name's Alex Cox. When I was in the 8th grade, I actually learned that my real name was also my porn star name. Driving up tonight, I drove out from Queen Creek, and it took me 11 hours. And apparently all the snowbirds don't live out of state, because I was behind this lady, and I'm just thinking, I would really love to drive this lady into a ditch. It would have felt better. And I'm thinking, should there be a law that if your maximum driving speed is lower than Nancy Pelosi's IQ, you shouldn't be driving anymore, should you? He agrees. Just like, I don't know what you said. We don't have that for a law. What do we have? Photo fucking radar. Give it up if you hate photo radar. I am with you. I was late for an appointment last month, and when Holland asked him, I was 60. Yesterday in the mail, they sent me one of those photo albums. That shit adds up. I'm lying. Who's got what coming?
I got a picture taken 2 days ago.
Did you? Were you topless like I was? Yeah. I had the battery, the lighter, and the clamps. Delightful. Worth every penny. You want to try it? Yeah, you'll want to put one down there. Remember, counterclockwise. Counterclockwise. Oh, you're lefty. Clockwise. Clockwise.
It was live. Is that true? Hold on. I don't see anything live. Do you guys? Hold on. Starting in... Oh, I guess it is going to be... Hold on. We'll watch this after. It's not on his webpage yet, though. I'm confused. I'll just go with East Idaho News, since that's who I've been following, but I don't understand why it hasn't been... Like I said, we'll finish watching that, and then we'll watch that other thing. But I wonder why it's not on his freaking... I'd rather do it off of the actual... Oh well. Well, let's watch it, guys. You ready? I'm kind of nervous. This is like how many years over? Okay, when... so long. It feels like it's so long ago, but it is really, actually. It's long overdue, guys. So here it is, finally. And then I don't know when Chad Daybell's court trial is going to be.
And it has been a memorable day. The jury has just gone home, I would say about 30 minutes ago, after deliberating since around 2:15. Dinner was brought in, and they deliberated some more, and now they have gone home, and they will...
It counted down and then it went to that. It went to like an old video. Okay, I guess that's why it's not live. I don't think it's live. That was so weird. Hold on, guys. Am I like in some Twilight Zone here? Okay, never mind. I guess it's not. Sorry, false alarm. I got a message that they were live, and then I saw that live on their thing, and I saw it counting down, but it's an old one. I don't know why it popped up as a live for me. But it did. It popped up under like a new live. I'm sorry, guys. It's all like, oh. Hold on. Let me message let me message Diana because I swear she said that they're alive. Oh, shoot. She was talking about another case. Sorry, guys. She was talking about this other case that we've been talking about. Okay. Thank you, Diane. Oh, you're here. Oh my God. I thought you meant Lori. I do want to do a video on that, but I think I should just stick to what this video's about, not go into another case. But okay, wow. You had me so confused. And then I went to East Idaho News, and some reason that actually I had Law and Crime, but East Idaho News, when I went, I had their channel up too, but I didn't have like their videos up, but it said that it showed like live. So I'm like, oh yeah, they are. God. All right, let's go back to where we were here. Let me go share. What? Oh yeah, we were watching that there. Okay. No, you're all right, Diana. I just saw because I didn't open your message. I just saw like it said they're live right now, and I figured since I'm live wanting to do that, that's who you're. So okay, but I'll just give the update on Crystal Smith. So Crystal Smith, this is Diana's information. She just messaged me. She's been watching it. Crystal Smith from the Aiden Fucci case got 5 years. She has to serve 30 days. She has credit for 1 day. $200 plus court cost is what I mean, Diana, you've been watching it. I haven't got to watch any of it yet. Or it's over now. But okay. I know, I'm sorry, guys. Oh, mine did too. I was so nervous. Okay, let's get back to like let's try to watch the rest of that Alex Cox, and then I'll try to find that other video. Now I don't know where I was at. Well, no, I was saying I said I was nervous because are you talking about well, I thought it was good. That was just about we were about to hear the verdict. This has been like 3 years of waiting for over 3 years. Wait a minute, it's been over because she got arrested 3 years ago, but this happened I don't know, it's been over 3 years of waiting for when was the exact date? It's just been a while. That's what I was in the middle of looking up. I forget because September 2019 would be because she was arrested February 2020. And Daybell was arrested in June 2020. But if you remember, Ty Lee and JJ were last seen in 2019 because it was September and then JJ's was in October, right? So no, JJ's was hold on, now I forget. Well, hold on, let me just it's been so long since hold on, let me make sure that I'm getting these dates right. It's been a while since I've went over this stuff, man. Because I remember Ty Lee's was the 9th. Okay, so April. Hold on. JJ and Tyler went missing in September. So they both were in September. That's right. JJ's was like what, the 23rd, 24th? I gotta remember. I used to remember. I had like every detail in my head, but it's just been a while. I know hers was like the 9th. She was last seen. And at Yellow Spring, they have that picture of her. Anyway, it's not. We all know. Okay, September 2019. So yeah, this has been a long overdue. So I am nervous. Like it's like when they have the verdict. Not that I'm nervous that I think that she's not gonna get. I think it's gonna be guilty, but I'm just nervous because I don't know. It's just like almost like a closure to something like you're so invested in for years, waiting for justice to be served, hoping because there's always a small chance, but hoping that the jury gets it right. Which I think there's an overwhelming amount of evidence in this that it's her. I mean, she's involved. like a part of me thinks that it's more overwhelming for hers than Chad's. Like if you were to compare them, but then no, if you look at it that they were found in Chad's yard, that maybe it's more for Chad's than her. But I think that equally in the way I look at it, like, and I'm pretty fair. Like when I think about if I'd be on a jury, what I would do, and I don't think I would even. No, I know I wouldn't doubt at all. Like I would be right off the bat. I would be like guilty. You know what I'm saying? So, and sometimes I would. I don't know. I feel like I like to make sure. And for this, I feel like it's very clear, you know, for both of them that they're both involved. So yeah, I don't think that I think they're gonna get it right, but it's just still, I don't know. It's just some of us get nervous. No, oh, because you knew what she was talking about. Yeah, I wasn't that nervous for Aiden Fuji's mom, but um oh, is it El Verdict is in? Okay, now that I'm talking, how do you know? Oh, at 2 PM. Okay, it says at 2 PM. All right, hold on, guys. Well, we'll have to go. I don't even. I'm like, I'm too nervous to get into something else. I just want to. Let's just talk until as far as like playing something for 6 minutes. I'd rather just talk to make sure that we don't miss it, and then maybe we could watch some stuff after. Okay. So he doesn't have anything on his page yet. Like I said, worst comes to worst, we'll just wonder why. You would think. How do these people know that it's at 2? Then is what I want to know. Is East Idaho, is he not gonna do it live? Because he doesn't even have like a live verdict watch or anything. I'm confused why he's not like doing a verdict watch. Nate, he was like one of the big people doing it. Huh. I was hoping he would. Well, let me stop my screen. Let me share. I'll keep looking at the judge's page. It's not up yet, but if not, I guess we'll have to do a long crime, but usually they always made him right on his page where we could go. But I'm going to try to find that video real quick while we're waiting that I wanted to play. Hold on one second. News updates. Well, one second. Oh, I found it. Yes, I found the one that the updated version that I want. I'll play after. Okay, good. All right, now let's chat a little bit. We'll play it after, so stick around after for a little bit. All right, so I guess we'll just wait till it comes on. Let me share. Get the judge's page up and wait and see what we got. Oh, it's not. Huh. All right. Anyway, so yeah, they said it's at 2. Oh, I thought it said 2. Yeah, 3 minutes away because Court TV's it says 2. Actually, let me reshare that to make sure I have the right one. My OCD is very double checking everything. Okay. Oh, in 1 hour. Oh, wait, 2 o'clock their time? Is that what that means? Oh, I thought it was in 2 minutes. All right, then let's watch some stuff. Because on Law and Crime it says 2, and it's 2 minutes away from 2 Eastern time. So I was thinking that that's what it. Man, I'm like screwing up all kinds today, huh? So let me read it again. So it says, let me make sure because I don't want to miss it. Then we'll watch some stuff. So it says, verdict reached in Doomsday Cult Mom trial. Well, now it doesn't have the time. It did say it when I first looked. It said 2, but I'm sure it's Idaho time. All right, cool. That means it probably will be on Judge's page. Okay. All right. 45 minutes. But wait, 45 minutes isn't even an even hour. That's 2:45. Oh, 12:45 their time. Okay. Okay. Okay, 2:40. So they're only an hour difference. Why was I thinking 2 hours? Okay. All right, so let's watch. Do you guys want to watch some stuff then? We have 45 minutes. Let me set my timer. So it's at, you swear, you, so we know 2:45. So 2:45 our time, right? Oh, it is 2 hours. I was right. Oh my, you guys. Oh my Lord, I'm having one of those days. 12:45 would be 2 hours behind. See, I was right. I mean, when I said they were 2 hours behind, who said that it wasn't? Okay. I'm going to set my alarm for like 2:40. So we'll have 5 minutes to get ready. And then we could just watch whatever. And I don't have to, I'll know it's keeping track. They won't come on early, right? I mean, it won't be before 2:45, right? I hope not. I'm going to set it for 2:40 because I don't want it to be set too early because then we're just going to be sitting there for like waiting with nothing. So 2:40. We'll have 5 minutes to just share a screen. And if for some reason they do, wait, they put up why do they keep putting up these timers? And I know before is because they didn't know when it was going to be in. So but is that just for like the next segment? This Law and Crime is really confusing me with these timers. Every time I see it, I'm thinking it's for the verdict and then they go into something else. Where did you guys hear at 2:45 though, or at 12:45 is just what I was curious. Because I didn't see them say that. Oh, I accidentally started. But Jordan, are you saying, but we know they're saying 2:45, right? 12:45? Jordan? I just want to make sure before I get into something else. And then it's like, oh, it's on and I miss it. But how do you know that, Ellie? Where are you guys? See, I can't have the Law and Crime on because I'm talking to you guys, but who's telling you that they're waiting for people to get in the courtroom? I don't know. Anyway, it sucks because I can't watch all these things because I'm on my live, so I can't really go to a bunch of places. But it shouldn't take 45 minutes for everybody to get in the courtroom. That's why I'm a little bit nervous. You saying that, because then does that mean in like 10 minutes they're gonna, you know what I'm saying? That wouldn't take 45 minutes, would it? Okay, I'm gonna trust you guys. Wherever you guys got that information, 2:45 it is. All right. I'm waiting for my stupid computer to install something. I accidentally pushed install and I meant to put cancel. I'm so mad. All right, let's play. I'm nervous to do anything, guys. Like, I'm going to miss it now. All right, I'm going to play this. And I know you guys will tell me in chat, but sometimes I like miss, like I'm busy doing something and I don't see chat for a minute. So that's why I'm a little nervous. But all right, I'm going to play. I want to play that video. Do you want to finish watching Alex Cox stand up, or do you want to watch that updated subtitles of Lori and Chad's conversation of the day when they're searching the yard and they find Tylee and JJ? Let's do that one first. Yeah, let's just do that, and then we'll.
Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Okay, guys, so I had to redo it because somebody found me a couple great transcripts of it. So I kind of took
All right,
little pieces because there was two of them that people recommended, and so I feel like some of them had a couple things wrong, which the other ones had a couple things right, or I could have something right, you know. So I kind of like looked at all three and try to put together what I believe is the most accurate transcript. So here it is.
We call from and paid for an evening at Madison County Jail. This crime is subject to recording and monitoring. Thank you for your time.
Hello.
Are you okay?
So they're searching property.
A house?
Yeah.
That one, I'm not sure of what he says actually.
So what means we'll be talking to you.
Were they in the house?
No, they're out in property.
Are they seizing stuff? Again?
They're searching. There's a search warrant. So just sit in this chairs.
Okay.
Yeah. I just tried to pull up a call. Logical.
Yeah.
So we'll see what transpires.
Okay.
Yeah, no.
What do you do? Hey,
What?
what do you want me
Yeah,
to do?
right. Well,
That one, I don't know if he says love me. I don't know.
okay.
What can I do for you? What can I do for you? What can I do for you? What can I do for you?
I'm sorry. I
What
don't.
can I do for you?
I played that a little bit too many times. All right, hold on. Ooh.
What can I do for you?
Wait, I made it go more. Sorry. I don't know. I was probably silly.
Doing pretty calm. I would tell Mark, maybe just talk with him.
Have you talked to Hardy?
I did tell him, yes.
So he knows what they're doing.
Yeah. It's okay. Call from somebody else and need to talk to you. I love you so much.
I love you. Should I try to call you later?
I don't know. I don't know. You can try, yeah. I'll reach if I can.
Okay.
I love you and talk soon.
Okay, baby. I love you.
Okay. Love you.
I was on mute the whole time. Well, then that's probably good because I probably didn't need to be talking during it. But the frog thing is because there's this thing like when it first happened. I mean, everybody said he looked like a frog and stuff, so I just kind of added a little bit of humor. Those of you that didn't follow the case, he like has. I don't know. There's a frog. What else were people saying he looked like? There's a few running jokes with him. I don't know. So yeah, I think we got most of it. There was the part at the beginning, I'm not sure. And then there was one part, I think, like towards the end. But I think besides that, I feel like we did a good job as far as like when I first put it out, I had a lot of wrong stuff. And that's why I ask you guys for help. And then I got feedback. And I think you guys did a great job back then helping me figure out some of the stuff that was so hard to figure out. And then once I got the feedback and then it was easy to hear some of that stuff. And I was like, yeah, that is what they say. So thanks, guys. You guys definitely helped on figuring that out because it's so hard to understand. Because I think he purposely was talking like where you couldn't understand him because he knows that she's in jail. All those calls are being recorded. So I think he didn't want to be clearly understood. I don't think he was trying to like enunciate stuff really well and make sure that everybody could understand what he's saying. But, so I think we got most of that down. Oh, hold on. I guess. Let's see what this says let's see what Law and Crime is talking about and then we'll figure out what else I want to play. I have like 5 or 6 videos that I think we could watch while we're waiting, but
for a number of big trials,
they're
glad to see you get the hell out of town. So this is the culmination, but for the locals, it's just good to be over.
Yeah, I think this trial is a little bit different because these were people who really moved into this community and then these crimes happened. They weren't established.
I think it's more personal for them, like they were somehow targeted and now they've been sucked into this.
Well, it's not like if you look at the Murdoch trial by way of example, that very much affected. That was a family that the community knew for many, many years and was a big part of that community. And that trial itself and the crimes itself really affected that community. This is a little bit different from that. This is, some people came in, committed these ghastly acts, have subjected this community to a lot of attention, and I think they'll probably be glad to be rid of them all.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. And Catherine, this area is a Mormon enclave, the Latter-day Saints, and there is an overtone of that religious organization in a bizarre, abstract way that permeates what happened here. And that can't help because you have a community that's very proud of its religion, very proud of its connection to Joseph Smith and the Mormon Church and Salt Lake City. So now you have these, as Rich might call them, interlopers who are kind of sullying that image.
Yes, I agree. And you know what? In the closing of the prosecutor, he actually emphasized that this is not about charging someone about their religious beliefs, but it's using the religious beliefs to justify their murder. And it's very interesting how during their closing, they did not really discuss the religious beliefs of Lori and Chad as much as the defense did. Maybe because, like you mentioned, of the very strong religion tying the Chad and Lori's religion with them as well, and they want to separate them, the two, because we want to say that Lori and Chad's religion is not real and not justifiable for whatever they did.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely a bastardization of any real connection to Latter-day Saints. Rich, when we see this verdict announced, and we will, what do you think the public reaction might be to this? Is this, I mean, other than relief that it's over?
Well, from what I can tell, the public is pretty firmly of the belief that she is guilty, and that Chad is guilty too. So I think, assuming you get a guilty verdict, it will have public support and will be consistent with public opinion. If we get a crazy verdict we're not expecting, obviously it would be different.
Yeah, I think the odds-on money line here would be strongly in favor of some conviction. Perhaps not all charges, but I think because they came in under 7 hours, likely that it was on all charges. Catherine, when we look at these kinds of charges, and we talked earlier about those that have been removed from the plate, and that is the destruction of evidence.
Okay, so I'm going to play another video, some text messages while we're waiting from one of my other videos. Let's see. These are like text messages that I did. I think between.
Welcome to my channel. That got released months ago. The 2,500 pages and documents and evidence and stuff on the Lori Vallow Chad Daybell case that we started to go through as a group, but we still have a lot more to go through. I still plan on going through them, but they are really interesting. So let's start here. Okay, so on 9/30/2019 at 10 a.m., Alex sent Lori a text asking what she was doing. Lori responded, working on Z's. What did you decide on a username and password? Alex would tell Lori that he was proud of her and state, no more Z's. Lori replied, we are trying to get to the bottom of what we need to do to eliminate them completely.
Remember, look at the date on this. This is September 3rd. So Tylee was thought to be killed probably maybe the morning, September 9th, I think. If my dates are right, I think her September 8th was when she was last seen in Yellowstone, right? The picture. So they think whether she was killed that night or the morning of September 9th. But look at this date. So this is September 3rd. So basically 5-6 days before. So that's why it's pretty interesting.
I'm sure you will be told also. Alex then stated, I am going to get lunch and probably go to the range to sight in my rifles. The following text string was then noted. Then Lori says, bad news on our brother. And Alex says, what's that? And Lori says, Z. Alex says, really? When was that? Lori says, as of early January. And Alex said, that explains his interest in Charles. And then Lori said, Ned recruited him shortly after. This is why. He's part of the 24. And Alex responded, that made sense. Wow. And Lori says, more sad news. Guess who is the final Z of the 24? And Alex says, Pops or Brandon? And Lori responds, nope. Think of Judas, who loved me completely, then turned against me. Alex says, tell me. Lori responds, yes, our sweet blank. He is in paradise. The real blank. It finally makes sense. Then Alex questions, when did that happen? And Lori answers, about the time he turned. Makes sense. He being dedicated to Brandon and Ned. And Alex says, so February? Lori says, yep. Alex says, how did blank die? Or was he forced out? And Lori says, it's crazy, I know, but it's sad and true. Now we know all 24. Forced out, I think. With his anxiety, he wasn't strong enough to fight back. Alex says, And Lori says, JJ is stronger. Fights them off every day. Blank was a 3L. JJ is a 4.3L. Alex says, that's when he yells no? Lori says, yep. And Alex asks, are you going to tell Shish about Adam or blank? Lori says, nope. Blank trust level is too low. And Alex says, okay. Alex says, my lips are sealed. And Lori says, good boy, learning more. I'll fill you in this afternoon. In reading this text string, I felt that the term Z was used to refer to zombies. I would conduct a keyword search for zombies and noticed an SMS message from Bubby to Lori. The number associated with Bubby was blank, and Bubby is Chad Daybell. The content of this text on 7/30/2019 read as follows. Yes, we might need to release a little steam when we talk. Anyway, this is the chart that checks what percentage mortals are still in their body. It worked for my friend's wife who died, my neighbor, George Bush, Stan Lee, etc. I kind of forgot about it because we've been dealing with zombies and demonic entities. But this afternoon, Tammy said she felt lightheaded, as if her body and spirit weren't connected. So, that's that. Pretty interesting, huh? I don't know who they're talking about that basically sounds like they could have killed. I mean, they died, or, you know, they had a zombie in them or whatever, so whether they took it into their own hands or not, but it's on September 3rd, so this would be before Tylee or JJ died, so I'm not sure who the heck they're talking about. Hopefully law enforcement has been able to figure it out, because they're talking about somebody, and it could be somebody they killed, somebody that they had to take care of. Bad news on our brother, she says. But then they mentioned February, so did he die in February? But why are they talking about it in September? It just doesn't make sense. Hopefully they'll be able to figure out if they had something to do with another.
Yeah, what do you guys think? What were they talking? Do you guys have any ideas of who they were talking about there? It's kind of interesting. Look at her. Oh my God, look where I stopped it. Look at that evil face. It looks like she's staring into your soul. Ugh. Oh my God, she looks like a witch.
Another murder. Wait a minute. What about Joseph Ryan? When did he die, guys? I know it was the year before everything happened, but they're talking about February. So what if they're talking about the previous February? So I'm not sure. Joseph died in 2018, though. And this is September 2019. So the last February would still have been in 2019, unless she's talking about a whole year and a half before. But why would they be talking about it now like that? It just doesn't make sense.
So Joseph Ryan died April 3rd, 2018. So not February. February is when Charles files for divorce. Huh. I don't know. It just makes you wonder if they were involved in some other kind of, right? I mean, I guess you think we would know, but who knows? They're just crazy. All right, let's see. I have a couple other videos I want to watch, but let's
find out. When he yells no, because he probably yells no, he's autistic, you know, he was autistic, so he probably might have had this thing where he maybe yelled no, you know, because who's fighting off these zombies every day, and Alex is asking, oh, when he yells no, because he probably yells no.
Wait, hold on. Let me see what I was talking about. I haven't watched. I mean, remember, these videos are from like years ago. I don't even know.
February 2018. But like I said, then why are they just bringing it up now? And why wouldn't Alex have known about that? Yeah, that doesn't make sense. So I'm not sure. It's just weird. It's also interesting where she says JJ's stronger, fights them off every day. So I'm thinking she's talking about like he's fighting off these zombies every day. And Alex is asking, oh, when he yells no, because he probably yells no, he's autistic, you know, he was autistic. So he probably might have had this thing where he maybe yelled no.
I don't know what I'm talking about.
Because who knows why, but he could have, and then they just assumed or gave that the reason and made up this lie that, oh, when he's yelling no, he's fighting them off. Or even that they're so delusional.
Trying to get back into like my thought process of when I made this video, what I was thinking as far as, because like, okay, so maybe he didn't even, I mean, they're so crazy, maybe he wasn't even doing that, but considering they're talking to each other, they wouldn't need to be lying to each other. You know what I'm saying? They wouldn't need to be like, oh, he's yelling no, he's fighting off zombies. They wouldn't have to lie to each other about him yelling no. Does that make sense? So he probably did, maybe JJ did do that, and then I don't know. Like a part of me does believe that in a sick, like crazy way that Lori almost believes this religious stuff. And it does, I'm not giving her an excuse, but like that she almost was manipulated enough, believed Chad's crap, and kind of believed that this whole zombie thing in a way. Does anybody think that there's a possibility? But that still doesn't negate anything, but because people like to commit a lot of crimes like with religion as its, purpose or whatever. Yeah, the verdict's in. It's supposed to be in like, whoa, got 20 minutes. In about 20 minutes, they're supposed to come on. So Lori from 7:30. All right, so let me find another one we could watch. Yeah, the law and crime screen is just black right now. Oh, there it just came on. I mean, not the verdict, but the screen. All right, so let's do let me see what other ones I wanted to play maybe. I have a couple ones I sent to my email. This one's kind of interesting. Okay, so this is some of the stuff where what she tells Melanie, her niece, about everything. I don't know if you guys remember some of these documents, but they're so interesting. Like that one is, and then what Melanie's new husband, Ian Pawlowski, when he comes out and he starts getting like paranoid about Melanie and he works with the cops a little bit. You remember that? And then he tells like what she said, which is interesting. So, I mean, do you guys remember all that? I'm going to play this video where I read some of the stuff where what she tells Melanie. If you got, I don't know. And then if we're bored, I think it's interesting. It's important. I feel like it's important for the case because it shows you her mentality of what, what she would like, what the heck is in her brain? I mean, what is she thinking? That's one thing I still don't know is if she really does believe that stuff or is it like just an excuse to do that? But it's almost like, if you look at her past, though, she's always been very heavily influenced about religion. I mean, you could see that. So I almost think she's just one of those people that thinks weird like that. Not that she doesn't know right from wrong or anything like that. So I hope you guys aren't taking me the wrong way. But I do think there's a chance that she believes some of this religious crap. Not that all religion is crap, but this weird stuff that Chad portrays. It's nuts. I mean, it's crazy, some of his theories or whatever. I don't even know what you freaking call his weird stuff. Brainwashed, yeah. And I think because she's always been, like, if you look at her past, she's always been into religion really strong. But like almost like not almost trying to find something that branches off than like what like a normal I don't want to say normal religion, but I think you guys understand. I don't need to explain it, but yeah. And I think she thought the thing is Chad is willing to just throw her under the bus. Lori would have stood by him, and that's why she probably wanted to talk to him. Remember how she requested a meeting with him? Like I think she wanted to stick with the cause because I think she still believed in it and she wanted to stand by him, was in love with him, and he doesn't want to. And that just shows you he's a scammer. I don't think he believes what he was talking about. I think he's a manipulator. I think she might have believed him, but I think he realized what he was saying was bull crap. So I almost like they're both to blame, but I feel like in this instance, I feel like Chad is the one that initiated all this because he put it in her head that that's what needs to be done, in my opinion. And it still makes her just as evil because she has the potential, like she was willing to do it. You know what I'm saying? And she was willing to, she didn't take people's lives like serious. Cause I mean, look what she wanted to do to Joseph Ryan. And that was before Chad. But I'm just saying, as far as doing it to her kids, he put that in her head. I really do believe it. And now he's trying to just put it all on her when it was his idea. It was his beliefs. It was his stupid like manipulations that made her think that her kids needed to die. You know what I'm saying? So I'm sorry. If he gets away with it, I'm going to be so mad. I don't think he will. but he's trying to like basically put it all on her is what his defense. And she was going to stand by him, you could tell. And he's not. So it's just yeah, he's just as evil, and his kids believe that it was all her. No, sorry kids, your dad is a freaking evil monster manipulator. Oh yeah, he's definitely gonna flip on her. Yeah. I saw that as soon as his lawyer requested that they did not call Lori, or no, not requested. His lawyer kept calling her. Wait, how was it? Where she wanted it to be called Daybell, something about the names, and he wouldn't call her, like he called her Daybell, or no, he called her Vallow, something about the Vallow Daybell name. Now I forget, but back then I was like, that's interesting because he's married to Lori. Why would he want his lawyer to call her his ex, her ex's name? You know what I'm saying? It wouldn't make any sense. So yeah, no, he was right when he got arrested. I feel like he started talking to his lawyer and he was going to turn on her. No, he wasn't going to stand by her, but I think she was wanting to stand by, like stick with him. But no. Let's see. We have 10 minutes before my alarm is going to go off. Yeah, he's definitely. And so he's going to make it seem like, and now I think that might have been a good strategy to somehow be able to get Lori's trial before his, because she's probably going to get found guilty, hopefully. I mean, I would be crazy if she didn't. But then when he does his trial, they could use that like, well, look, she's already guilty for that. Like she's already been convicted, proven guilty. I feel like they're going to use that as one of their things they're going to bring up and just show it's her and not him, and that he was framed. But I feel like, I don't think there's any way. I mean, they were in his yard. His phone was pinged there at the time Alex was there. I mean, and we know that's when they were burying them, and the dates line up for JJ and Tylee. The dates line up perfectly from when Alex was there in that yard to when they were last seen. Like the dates, it was perfect from when they were suspected to have died because of when they were last seen. And then they get his phone and it lines up perfect that he's in their yard both of those times. You can't get more like clear than that, And then he tells his wife, "Oh, I had to kill a raccoon." So not only could it be, because there's going to be fresh dirt because they buried. That was the one for Tylee when he texted his wife because she was out of town, and he said something like, "Oh, we killed a raccoon," so it's so obvious. Anyway, all right, so I might just talk with chat for a little bit because we only have 10 minutes. Hey, Julie, I'll just interact with you guys and we'll wait to watch any more. Hey, Tracy. Yeah, we have 15 minutes. Yeah. Yeah, she is. Yes, it's in. Yeah, no, you're right. She wouldn't. But I do feel like that she is very heavily influenced by religious stuff like that. It's almost like she wanted something to like grasp onto when it comes to that kind of stuff. And she found Chad, and so I feel like Chad knew better. She might, I mean, not that she did know better, but I don't know how to explain it without making it seem like I'm like taking her side or anything, because I am not. She is not. No, she deserves to rot in jail for sure. See, here's the thing, Ellie. I would go get Zeke, but my niece is there. And if I go and she sees me, my niece, she's going to beg to want to be with me. And then I'm going to miss the verdict. She likes to come up here and watch, like she'll sit on my lap and she watches like Blippi and Coco Melon and all those. And I mean, I'm not gonna be able to do a live with this kind of a thing, and she's gonna want, and I have trouble telling her no. 'Cause she'll like, she gets her way because she's, she's cute. She's so cute. And if I go out there, she's just gonna grab, and she's not gonna let me go. So I can't, Ellie. I'm sorry, or else I would. I think she was calling my name earlier. Did you hear her scream? And I think she was yelling to. She's a Tiff because she's Tiff. She's so cute. But yeah, so I don't want to risk it since the verdict's almost up. I just can't. Okay, so what she does, it's so cute. So I have all these chapsticks. So, and the thing is I had like 4 here and then I had 2 over there. Well, she had to make sure she got them yesterday. But because she saw them, like she would always go through these 4. But the other day she saw the other 2 I had laying on my dresser. So she's like, "What are these?" Like so offended that they weren't over with the other ones. So what she does is she goes one by one as she's watching Coco Melon, Blippi, whatever she watches, right? Her little shows. She goes one by one. She opens one of these one by one in order, opens it, twists it up, smells, makes, because she's on my lap, puts it back. I have to smell it. Ooh, it smells good. Twists it down, puts it down, goes to the next one and does them over and over as she loves these chapsticks. And then she always asks, "What's my favorite one?" And I tell her. So then she's like hooked on the favorite one. And she always be like, "This is your favorite? Yep, this is your favorite. Well, ooh, yeah, that's good." She's so cute. But yeah, so that's what we do. They're cute. She's adorable. And my grandma has this little walker that I think, have I ever, I'm trying to think if I ever put up a video maybe for members with her. I don't think I did. I was going to put it, there might've been some videos when I was going to do her channel, but I kind of changed my mind because I got a lot of crap from my TikTok one. I don't know if I feel like dealing with that on YouTube, but my grandma like walks around with this walker, and it's one of those walkers that she doesn't even need a walker. I mean, my grandma can walk without it, but with her back, and she's constantly, my grandma's like, can't sit down. So like every half hour she wants to get up and walk. So like all day she's like walking. So she has this walker which has a little seat on it. Well, this morning I got up because I had to go to this quick appointment. It wasn't really an appointment. I just had to go in and do something real quick at my clinic. And so so I go down and she's like, "Tiffany," she wanted to play. I'm like, I gotta go somewhere real quick. So she has my grandma put her up on that seat. Like, so it's a walker, and then if my grandma gets tired, like there's like a little seat on it. Well, my grandma's over there pushing her. She's on the seat, and my grandma's pushing her around. It was the cutest thing. I should have took a video. I was like, "Oh my god, that is so cute." Yeah. Hi, domestic pinup. Oh, yeah. I know I should put more. I always feel like my members' videos, I always feel like people don't really watch them. So I'm like, I don't even know, like I don't do them that much because I feel like that nobody really even cares about them. But maybe I should put more up because like a lot of people don't really watch them, and so I'm just like, ah. But I guess I should. I guess there are some people that watch them. Yeah, I'll do it for the people that watch them. I should put more. I have so many good ones. I'm always like, oh, I don't even know if anybody wants to see them, but maybe I will. I have like some really good ones that I was gonna start with my grandma's channel. Like, I remember I told you guys this before, but it's like there are moments where she gets really confused. So I don't know. Maybe people were giving me hassle on TikTok, like I shouldn't be doing that, but I don't know. I was trying to bring like awareness because I like to watch. There's a lot of channels out there that do it, and I like to watch them, and it helps me deal with her just to see other people, like just to see it's a common thing, some of the similarities that, other people go through. But yeah, I got so much crap that it turned me off from starting that channel for my grandma. But maybe I could put it up for members because I feel like my members wouldn't be like, you guys would understand. I don't think you guys would be like all upset about it. Anyway. Oh, yeah, no problem. She's 3, Jamie. She's 3 years old. So freaking cute. Oh, guilty, I think. I couldn't even imagine them not finding her guilty, like, on all charges, but I guess we'll see. I haven't really got to listen to any. The only thing I really watched of the trial is anything like any new recordings that wasn't out before, like the one, her and Colby's conversation that never was out, that was new. This, well, no, that probably wasn't at the trial. What else? There was another recording. But I was so busy with the Letitia trial, and I couldn't even watch all of that because that's like 8 hours a day. I just can't. I mean, I would have loved to watch the West trial too, you know? But I figured I chose Letitia just because with Vallow, I feel like we got to see a lot of it because the Chad Daybell preliminary. So I just chose to go with the Letitia trial. So my point is what do you think? People that that actually have been watching her trial, do you think? Because you guys probably are more aware of maybe, stuff, more details of what you think's going to happen. What do you guys think? Yay! I think I have. You guys, I might have. I've been slacking on it because what I was gonna do is kind of when I do a new case, change the custom emojis. Oh, there's my alarm. Change the custom emojis for the cases I do, but I didn't. I would have changed one to Gannon, but I think I do have, if the members look, I think I might have a Tylee and JJ emoji. I'm thinking I do. Let me see. If you guys want to put it up, that would probably be like a perfect appropriate time. Let me see if can't remember if I do. Where is it? Because I tried to change them. Let's see. I have Summer. I have Kylie. Yeah, I do. I have there's one of it's the last picture of Tylee and JJ. It's the one where they're at Yellowstone. If you guys want to put that up, the members, the custom emoji. Here, I'll put it up real quick. Show you. That one. All right, let's see. Let me bring up. Doesn't look like Boyce has it up yet, so I'll put up Law and Crimes, and then until Boyce puts theirs up. Hold on, let me see. That has to be where he's gonna put it, right? Because that's what he has connected on the Idaho like on the Idaho court page. Like that's when you go to like media and live streams, that's what is the link. So you would think that where else would he stream it, right? I'm just being very impatient because I'm nervous that I don't want to miss any of it. So I almost want to just put up Law and Crime until okay, so if I do put up Law and Crime and then I switch it over, that won't bother you guys, right? Like if it does come up on Judge Boyce's page and then I just kind of like switch it from I'm just worried it's going to be like at a different point and then you guys are going to feel like you missed something, but I guess let's just play it by ear. We still have 3 minutes. I get nervous because I don't want to let you guys down. I want to make sure that we don't miss anything, and it just makes me nervous. 9 minutes, isn't it? I thought you guys said it 2:45. Oh, I guess that would be 9 minutes because it came up late. Yeah, you're right. Oh no. That'd be, I don't know. Three minutes, Darzilla. No, I'm too nervous, Jamie. I'm gonna wait till the verdict. We're too close to play anything. I know. It's mm. Hi, May. How are you? Yeah, it has. 3 years, ma'am. 3 years coming. Yeah, I have long, don't worry, I'm just looking at long crime right now. They haven't, it's not on yet, but, and I'm also on looking at Judge Boyce's page and his isn't up yet. So I don't know. Don't worry. We're, oh, thanks, May. Thank you for joining. Ooh, for some reason, the member green almost looks lighter than normal. Or is that just because it's going against my green screen? I don't know why it looks different, but thank you for joining. Yeah, I swear. Sometimes, a lot of the times in my lives, I'll put mascara and like fill in my eyebrow because it doesn't grow. But right now, I just woke up and I washed it off last night, so I absolutely have nothing on my face. But no, I don't wear anything like on my face. I'll just put like the mascara normally. But yeah, this is me with absolutely nothing on my eyes or eyebrows. But if you see like in person, it's like this doesn't grow right here because it's like there's a scar. So I'll like fill it in with like eyebrow stuff, and then since I have to even it out over here, so I do that. My mom got me doing that, and then mascara she got me. But like I said, I don't have anything right now. I never was. The first time I ever wore makeup was a couple of years ago when my mom put it on me and was like, "You should wear something on your eyes." Before that, I had no idea. Never in my whole life. No, I don't wear foundation. Um, nope. I don't know though. I don't feel like when I look at my skin, I feel like the video just maybe makes it look better. I don't know. Like when I look in the mirror, I don't feel like my skin's that great. I mean, it's not horrible, but I don't feel like it's that good. But thank you though. Thank you. Oh, East Idaho News. I know I have Long Crime on, but and then I have like I'm hoping that it just comes on Judge Boyce's. Because that's who I really want to watch. You know what? We're doing yeah, hold on. I'm gonna put it. I want to do Idaho. Hold on. I love Idaho. I love Long Crime too, but Idaho's who I followed, so we're gonna watch it through them. If Judge Boyce's doesn't come on, if Judge Boyce's does, then we'll do. Hold on, we'll do them. Which I don't know. I feel like it almost has to, because how is everybody else getting it? You know? Yeah, good. I'm glad East Idaho did, because I was hoping, I'm like, I want them to cover it. I have them up. Yeah, hold on. Actually, let me make sure I'm live with it. Okay, yeah. So we're good. Nothing yet. And then let me keep checking, making sure I'm gonna reload. Oh yes, I found it. Yes. Judge Boyce has his up. Yeah, yeah. Yes. Thank you. Hold on, let me share his. He has his. Okay. Oh, hold on. One second, I'm getting it. Yes, I'm so happy. Wait, why is it not? I hope it is gonna let me. Okay. Mm. So that would be Judge Boyce, yes. Mm. So that's Judge Boyce's page. Oh, shoot. Why won't it let me? If I go. Hold on one second, guys. Okay, hold on. Mm. Okay, I am going to. I got it up. I'm just trying to get it so I have it. Court, Judge Boyce. Share, tab audio. Okay, share tab audio. Okay, now we are good. Okay. There we go. We got it. Oh, here, let me actually press play. So we're play. It's on. All right. Now I can relax. I get so nervous. That's crazy because why did everybody they're about to say the verdict and like 100 people just left stream when it came close to the time. That's kind of weird. I guess they didn't want to watch it with us. They just wanted to hang out before or something? Or did I say something to annoy people, I wonder? Huh. Yeah, like 100 people left in the last like 10 minutes. Isn't that kind of weird? Well, okay, guys. I don't know why. I don't know, but we got her up and we're ready. So, Yeah, right from the judge's page. Okay. I'm glad he put it up a little bit early, so we have it and I'm not nervous. I know I do. It's just, well, because when I have like, hundreds of people that are depending on me to make sure I get it up in time, because there's a lot of people that they don't, like, let's say I'm like late and I like I'm trying to find it and it's like I don't find it for like a minute, even though if it barely didn't start, people would just leave. Then they get mad. I mean, I don't know how mad they get, but they don't even want to wait. Or the worst, I'd feel the worst is if I made you guys miss some of it. Like, say it does start and then I can't get it up for some reason. I don't have it ready. And then you guys like miss something that could be important or that you wanted to see. I don't know. It's a lot of it's a lot of responsibility. I don't like it. Um so stuff like this that's live that you can't predict, like you can't almost predict when it's going to come on, or you can't share it before it comes on and you have to wait for it. That always makes me nervous. Like a press conference, if I come on early and it's like anything live, it does. I don't know why. Because it's like, oh shoot. And you can't find it ahead of time. But like I was always glad for like I think when I did Johnny Depp, I did it off of Law and Crime because they were like the only channel. Everybody was doing it off of them because they were the only ones that were the main ones. I think Fox, but they were like the main ones that had access to it. Plus, they're the ones that had like all the screens. I think another people in like CBS, I think, did it, but they only would have like one screen. So I always liked when they had like ahead of time, if they had like an hour ahead or whatever. So you have like the reminder, but a couple days they didn't. And I was just like so nervous because I'm like, and they were like either late coming on or they didn't have the reminder. And it's stressful. Oh, hey, K-Clo. Oh my God. Stranger, where have you been? How are you? So good to see you. Yeah, Stacy, that's what case I started on was the Watts. And at first it was fine. It was when I label it as this third wave because there's like, I don't even know what waves are on now because there is still people doing Watts. I think they're on their like fifth wave, but on like the third wave, when a couple characters came into play with the Watts, that's when it got crazy. Like the first time covering it, like the first wave when it first happened, it wasn't too bad. The second wave, I'm trying to think, it was that third time, if you know what I'm talking about. The third wave, I consider when Netflix did their show. It brought in a whole ton of people. And then it brought in a little bit after that, a couple people came out of the woodwork. I don't want to name any names, but that's what caused all the mess. And I was kind of done covering it, but I started again because I wanted to kind of debunk some of the crazy things that they were putting out because they're putting out like misinformation. Um, but that one, yeah, I had to back away after that. I was like, wow. Oh, here we go, guys. Oh, you better make that screen bigger, girl. Look how small it is. I'm nervous. Need to in spaceships. Wait, where's Lori, guys? Oh, there she is. It's right in front of me. Okay. Oh my god. Oh lordy, here we go. Does he have his arm around her? No, I think he has it on the chair. This seems like almost so surreal right now after all this time. Huh. Wow. I hope they make her screen bigger when they read the verdict. I want to see her facial. Look how dark it is on her video. Shine some lights on that freaking monster so we could see her get sentenced. I want to, man, it's so dark on hers. That courtroom's set up weird, isn't it? I'm confused where they are sitting. That is set up really weird. Wait a minute. It's like they're in the middle, like diagonal? Huh. Oh, I want to see Chad. I think I almost want to see Chad go down even more for some. Well, like I'm gonna get more. I don't want to say satisfaction, but like, yeah, I hope he does.
All rise. District Court's now in session. Honorable Stephen Boyce, Judge presiding. Thank you. Please be seated. All right, good afternoon, everyone. We are going on the record. Court reporter, are you ready?
Yes.
All right, thank you. This is case CR 22-21-1624, State of Idaho versus Lori Noreen Vallow. The matter before the court today is for a verdict in the jury trial that's been conducted over the last several weeks in this case. The court will note on the record, prosecution is here represented by Mr. Wood, Ms. Blake, and Ms. Smith. The defense, Mr. Archibald, Mr. Thomas are present, as well as the defendant who is present. The court's been advised that the jury has reached a verdict at this time. Is the state ready to proceed?
Yes, Your Honor.
Is the defense ready to proceed?
Yes, Your Honor.
Very well. Let's have the jurors brought in, please. While the jurors are being brought in, I'd like to indicate that this matter is being live streamed on the court's YouTube channel. In addition, the court's existing conduct order is in effect, and everyone needs to comply with that conduct order. This verdict has several counts. The court is going to require that all in attendance abstain from any sort of loud outbursts or sounds that could in any way affect the proceedings in this matter, as the counts are read in the verdict. And I expect to maintain order and decorum, as has been the case throughout this trial with those in attendance. So please keep that in mind once we get to this stage of these proceedings. So with that in mind, if the jurors are ready, they can be seated.
All right, please. Jury's all present, Your Honor.
All right, thank you, Mr. Bailiff. Please be seated. All right, the court will note that we had alternate jurors that were excused upon deliberations. So now the remaining 12 jurors who have deliberated are here and appear to all be properly seated. Will counsel stipulate that the jury is all present and properly seated in the state?
Yes, Your Honor.
Will the defense will stipulate?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, at this time, the court will inquire then from the jury. Has the jury reached a verdict?
Yeah.
Very well. If you have the verdict form, I'd ask the bailiff bring that over here and we'll have it brought to the clerk to be read. All right, the court has reviewed the verdict form, find that it's been properly completed, signed and dated. So at this time, I'll direct the clerk to please read the verdict into the record. The defendant would please rise.
In the District Court of the 7th Judicial District of the State of Idaho, in and for the County of Fremont, State of Idaho plaintiff versus Lori Noreen Vallow, aka Lori Noreen Daybell, defendant, case number CR 22211624. Verdict. We, the jury, duly impaneled and sworn to try the above entitled action for our verdict, unanimously answer the questions submitted to us as follows. Question number 1. In regards to count 1 of the amended indictment, is Lori Noreen Vallow not guilty or guilty of conspiracy to commit first-degree murder of Tylee Ryan and grand theft by deception? Answer, guilty. Question number 2. In regards to count 2 of the amended indictment, is Lori Noreen Vallow not guilty or guilty of first-degree murder of Tylee Ryan? Answer, guilty. Question number 3. In regards to count 3 of the amended indictment, is Lori Noreen Vallow not guilty or guilty of conspiracy to commit first-degree murder of Joshua Jackson Vallow and grand theft by deception? Answer, guilty. Question number 4. In regards to count 4, the amended indictment, is Lori Noreen Vallow not guilty or guilty of first-degree murder of Joshua Jackson Vallow? Answer, guilty. Question number 5. In regards to count 5 of the amended indictment, is Lori Noreen Vallow not guilty or guilty of conspiracy to commit first-degree murder of Tammy Daybell? Answer, guilty. Question number 6. In regards to count 7 of the amended indictment, is Lori Noreen Vallow not guilty or guilty of grand theft? Answer, guilty. Dated this 12th day of May, 2023, signed by the presiding officer.
All right, please be seated. Madam Clerk, thank you for reading the verdict into the record. At this time, let me just inquire of the jury, is this in fact your true and correct verdict?
Yes. Yes.
Thank you. Let me ask now from counsel, does the state wish to have the jury polled?
We do not, Your Honor.
Does the defense wish to have the jury polled?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, the jury will be polled at this time. Madam Clerk, if you would please indicate only by juror numbers of each of the jurors if this is their true and correct verdict individually.
Juror number 4, is this your true and correct verdict?
Yes.
Juror number 5, is this your true and correct verdict?
Yes.
Juror number 6, is this your true and correct verdict?
Yes.
Juror number 8, is this your true and correct verdict?
Yes.
Juror number 9, is this your true and correct verdict?
Yes.
Juror number 10, is this your true and correct verdict?
Yes.
Juror number 11, is this your true and correct verdict?
Yes.
Juror number 12, is this your true and correct verdict?
Yes.
Juror number 13, is this your true and correct verdict?
Yes.
Juror number 14, is this your true and correct verdict?
Yes.
Juror number 15, is this your true and correct verdict?
Yes.
Juror number 16, is this your true and correct verdict?
Yes.
All right, thank you, ladies and gentlemen of the jury. The court does find it's a unanimous verdict in this case, so I will direct the clerk to record the verdict into the record of this case. I'll now have a closing jury instruction for our jurors and also those alternate jurors that are in attendance today. You have now completed your duties as jurors in this case and are discharged with the sincere thanks of this court. The question may arise as to whether you may discuss this case with the attorneys or with anyone else. For your guidance, the court instructs you that whether you talk to the attorneys or to anyone else is entirely your own decision. It is proper for you to discuss this case if you want to, but you are not required to do so, and you may choose not to discuss the case with anyone at all. If you choose to talk to someone about the case, you may tell them as much or little as you like about your deliberations or the facts that influenced your decision. If you decide to discuss the case with anyone, you should be careful to respect the privacy and feelings of your fellow jurors. You should limit your comments to your own perceptions and feelings. If anyone persists in discussing the case over your objections or becomes critical of your service either before or after any discussion has begun, please report that to me. At this time, then, the court offers its sincere thanks to the jurors. I appreciate your patience and attentiveness throughout this lengthy trial. I also thank you again for upholding your important civic duty as jurors in this case. I'd also like to thank the attorneys who tried this case for your professionalism throughout the proceedings and in the pretrial motions that came before trial. At this time, then, the court will discuss briefly sentencing in this case. In Idaho, pursuant to Title 19, Chapter 25, a report is required to be prepared before sentencing called a pre-sentence investigation report. In a typical case, that report takes at least 2 months to prepare. In a case such as this, it will likely take longer. The court will inquire as to a pre-sentence investigator for the time frame required to prepare the report in this case. Upon getting an estimation, then the court will reach out to counsel for determining a date for sentencing. I'll just advise everyone that will likely be, I'm thinking, at least 3 months probably before that sentencing can be scheduled to have the report completed. The court will also advise at this time then, upon conclusion of the proceedings, the defendant will be remanded back to custody of the Ada County Sheriff at this time to be transferred to the Fremont County Sheriff for further proceedings in Fremont County for sentencing. The court will also instruct the clerk to collect any of the jurors' notes pursuant to Idaho Criminal Rule 24.1A. At this time, then, the court will ask that the jurors and any alternates in attendance be excused from the courtroom. And I am going to direct that all in attendance here remain seated until such time as the jurors have been completely exited from the courtroom. And in addition, I'll let the jurors know there is additional information you'll be receiving through the court administration offices on your way out as you leave today. So again, thank you for your service. Court will be adjourned. And Mr. Bailiff, if you could have all rise for the jury.
All rise, please.
All right, thank you, counsel. Thank you, everyone, for your decorum this afternoon. Court is adjourned.
Judge, when would you like me to open the doors for?
God, wait, they said 3 months. I was doing something else when they said it. I missed the end, but I'm reading your chat. So he said 3 months. I mean, when they said on the sentencing, and they said 3 months? Man, that kind of sucks, but that happens sometimes in, for trials. It does. All right, hold on 1 second. I'm froze. 1 second. I do want to, I'm debating because I want to actually do a video and upload it where I do like a close-up of Lori and just do like a, you know, a short upload. So I won't be able to do that on the live stream, but I do want to chat with you guys and go over stuff. So I'm trying to think how to do this. Maybe just do another live, or what do you guys think? I mean, what do you guys think? I mean, justice has been served. Well, not completely. Not until they get Chad, too. When is Chad's stupid trial? Not stupid trial. When's stupid Chad's trial? So I feel like it's not fully served until they get Chad, but we're halfway there, right? I don't know, Kayla. The thing is Pryor keeps making like little, what do you call them? Different things to keep putting it off, putting it off. He's like trying to push it off. And I think he was trying to maybe make it so he wanted to push it so it was after Lori's. But I feel like he's going to keep doing that. So I don't know when it is. But just because it was scheduled, I mean, just even if it's scheduled for a certain date, I bet you it could still change. I'll have to see. It's just been moved so many times, I lost track. Does anybody know offhand when it was? Or when it is? Wow, I can't talk right now. So no reaction. I didn't really expect a reaction from her too much, even though, do you remember that one court hearing where she had that where she was smiling and had that just, oh, I don't even know what you would, how you describe that look. It was just so, oh, it got to you because what she was, you know, arrested for, and then you're gonna look like that with that smile, and then when she walked past everybody, do you remember? Oh, like, 'cause she got to walk past everybody that was sitting at the specific hearing I'm talking about, and how she just had, like, this little jerky smile on her face, like, almost like she got one over on people or something, but she didn't, so ha. I don't know, and so I think they might be in denial. Oh, yeah, Mary, me too. Me too. I know, yeah, that's why I should just get some stuff prepared so then therefore, when I do come back, I'll have the videos that I wanna play. I mean, would you guys be still interested if I could actually narrow it down and have the videos ready of some of the old videos that I think could be interesting to play about this case, have it kind of all prepared, and then, um, we could compare, we could have some of the trial or old trial videos. But first I'm gonna put up a short video of them reading the verdict with it zoomed in on her. Um, and then we could do a little discussion. Is there any, recommendations on stuff you want me to get as far as to go over? How many of you guys seen my one video or have seen it somewhere else where Adam talks about, no, no, not Adam. Alex's ex-wife, not Zulema, but his the previous ex-wife talks about how messed up Alex and Lori's relationship was, which is really interesting. Would that be one that you would guys want to re-listen to when I come back on? And how many have already saw that one though? Because let me get a list of a couple ones that I'll get ready. Do you guys want to also finish watching Alex's stand up when I come back? Because I have so many, I want to narrow it down to maybe like 10 maybe 10 videos we could watch together. Okay, so we'll do Alex's ex talks about Alex and Lori relationship. Anything else? Yeah. So, and then what was the other one I just said? Oh, I don't know if you want to listen to the rest of Alex's stand up. All right, I'll get a group of good ones together. What about Zulema's podcast? That one's kind of long. Would you want to listen to that? All of it, some of it? I don't know how interested you are. And what about Summer's interview with Rob Wood? Do you think you guys that one's kind of interesting. I thought it was pretty interesting. What about also Melanie when they come and serve Melanie with papers? Melanie and Ian. Do you remember that? Okay, I'll get that one. All right. I'm asking you guys, but I'm just writing it down because it's too hard to see what you guys answer because one person might say, yeah, I saw it. One person might say no. All right. So I'm going to go upload a zoomed in version of the verdict and then I'm going to give me a little bit because I want to get all of the stuff in order, but I first have to edit that. And then, yeah, I'll come back and we'll have a discussion about it. Or we'll go over some stuff, I mean. All right. Well, and then maybe we could decide what is the next case you want me to cover in depth? I mean, I'll probably be covering a little bit here and there of different cases, but what's the next one you want me to really do a deep dive on? I know there's that House of Horrors I've been following, loosely on my off time. There's that one where the lady killed her husband and wrote the freaking child's grieving book after she freaking drugged him with fentanyl and you guys, so I could either do that one, I could do the House of Horrors. Sometimes what happens though, I'll like pick a case and then the amount of information that's available only really allows you to make a couple videos. So it might be, one of those with one of those cases, but we'll see. Maybe those two. Is there any other cases? No, I don't have one. What case are you guys more into though? That House of Horror ones or the lady that killed her husband? Like if I were to get, I'll probably do both, but if I were to like really invest in one over the other more, what one would you prefer over those two? Or is there another one out there? Just leave it in the comments if there's actually another case out there that you guys want to talk about or you want me to look into. There's just so many. It's just so crazy how many murders really are out there. Like every day, like people are getting murdered. It's so weird. I mean, it's not weird. It's just a part of our society, but it's like, that you could have so many people that have such disregard for people's lives. So, all right. I'll be back, guys. See you in a little bit. Good. It was good news though, you guys. Justice. We're halfway there. So, yeah, it was a good day for Charlie and JJ. Sure, man. Long overdue. All right. Okay, Anna. Yeah. Okay, see, I'm getting both. Well, maybe I'll be able to I'll get into both of them because maybe one of them I won't. I don't know. I feel like the lady with that killed her husband. I there might be limited info on that, so I don't know though. Actually, there might not be considering she wrote that book and she did a lot of interviews, about the book and stuff. So there actually might be a lot to watch on her. But okay. All right, bye guys. I'll see you probably in an hour or so. So come back and chat with me. Maybe 2 hours. I don't know, but it shouldn't be that long. All right. Aw, V-Slims. You're so sweet. Of course, Ausane. I knew you were gonna wanna do that one. I could do a poll, but I think I probably could just do both of them, to be honest. I feel like, because I feel like there might not be a whole ton on like, it might be, like, kinda medium on both where I could probably cover them both at least, but, um, yeah, they are. Yeah, she wrote a book of how to help kids grieve. Well, I have to read the book. We could read that book too and just see, but like maybe to help parents with kids that are grieving. I'll have to read. Has anybody read the book? We could even read that on a live. Just check it out and see. Or with the boom, the book, you mean? All right, guys. You know me, it takes me forever to get off. Aw. Thanks, V. I think it was supposed to help her kids with okay. Yeah, it was to help kids with grieving, but I'm what I'm saying is it more like for the parents to kind of like help the kids, or is it just like I think it is a kid's book, but that's why I want to read it. We could read it together and kind of see how it's set up. Supposedly like a kid's book for grieving. And she wrote it after her husband's death. You know, because she has kids and stuff. It's like, what the heck? All right. All right. Bye, guys. I'll see you in a little bit.